Oh man, it's a perfectly good Friday. I don't know why we're sitting here doing this.
Because it just happens that way.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like there's something else going on this weekend, but I can't.
Like one of the biggest weekends out of the year.
It feels like it's a holiday, but it might just be because it's WrestleMania weekend, right?
I mean, I guess everything stays in Vegas. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, whatever time of day you are watching. This is the Victory Road Wrestling YouTube channel. I am the storyteller Alex Braddock. Joining me as always,
I am just a camera guy, Dylan Gilbert.
ladies and gentlemen, as we just said, it is WrestleMania weekend.
Greatest weekend of the year.
Which means it's a big show, which means there is big show predictions.
Which means also the punishment is on the line. And
We have both pretty much come up with our punishments. We will not say them out loud for the sake of surprise. But yes, punishments will be on the line. Punishments are going to be fun this year.
Oh, God.
But without further ado, WrestleMania 41, Las Vegas, Nevada. It is night 1 and night 2. We have thought about over and over again how we were going to do this. We're just going to do one big video. We're going to do night 1 and night 2 because the match card has already been announced for both nights. And depending on situations for viewing, intoxication, and time,
there's plenty of factors.
there's plenty of factors going on. There will either be one video or two videos recorded for night 1 and night 2 reactions. But either way, there will be reactions at the very least. Dylan, are you ready?
As ready as I'm going to be.
Let's go ahead and talk about night 1.
Night 1.
Night 1, it is being projected by dirt sheets, observers, and fans alike that the World Heavyweight Championship will start off the night. Jey Uso versus Gunther. Buddy, who are you taking?
We always talk about head and heart picks. My heart would say Gunther, but I am taking Jey Uso.
Wow.
He stole Ray Fury's catchphrase, and he's stealing your hopes and dreams. The man is going to win. I feel like the whole. I was 100% sure he was not going to win until he cut that promo a couple weeks ago. And Gunther doesn't say a word the entire time he's in the ring. You're just watching his facial expressions, reacting to it the whole time. And I'm like, if you don't have a win now, you've completely killed him.
Yep.
So yeah, yeet.
My prediction is coming from a t-shirt that I should have made a long time ago. Ladies and gentlemen, long may he reign. Gunther, 1,000-day reign as World Heavyweight Champion. He's making the title legit. A lot of people don't think he is.
No, I think he is.
This is going to be a contest either way. It's going to be a huge match. Let's just hope Uso can keep up with it.
Yeah, I mean, Triple H said not the strongest performer, but his heart and his charisma, man. Like he's always had fun matches.
Yeah,
Gunther's a freaking tank. I think it'll be a good time.
Absolutely. Let's go down the card. We, like I said, projected first, but the rest of the matches are kind of up in the air until we get to the main event. Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano.
I mean, we're both in agreement on this one, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
LOL. No, Ray's winning this thing. I feel like that's the... especially with all of the disrespect that, whoever is under this mask...
AI art.
It really does feel like this is the textbook. Like, you set this thing up for the comeuppance, and we're bigger to get comeuppance than WrestleMania.
Yep. I can't disagree with that. I don't even know if Ray has lost a match since he's been inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Somebody will figure that out.
Mysterio wins.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like time.
Yep. Let's move on to a match that we thought was going to be bigger than what it actually is. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. I think Jade's going to take it. They need a big spotlight on her.
Yeah.
Naomi is very good at making people look good.
She is, and sometimes Jade needs all the help she can get.
Which is said with nothing but love and respect.
No, man.
She's taken a lot of time off. It could have been her working on it. And
when
if it is,
when
we'll be surprised.
when she showed back up at Elimination Chamber with just mauling Naomi, that was the best I think she's looked ever.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I haven't really watched since. So maybe that's just the old pre-training whatever that I'm still seeing. But yeah, I kind of agree. Jade, I think Jade wins that one because again she kind of has to. Like that's a star-making moment, and she does have everything, the makings of a star.
Yep.
Just do it. Pull the trigger.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a fun match. I hope. And pray. United States Championship match. Jacob Fatu versus L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Man. This is one of those tough predictions, but I feel like
I'll go ahead and steal it from you. It's going to be the Samoan Werewolf taking the title home.
I was gonna say my
that's,
that's my pick, man.
L.A.
Knight, no.
Look, if he
Dude.
takes it,
There will
props to him.
This is one of those times where there's no wrong answers. I feel like LA Knight winning is great. I feel like Jacob Fatu winning could be great. But I just, man, it's the Samoan Werewolf, man. I've been waiting for this moment for so long, and it's here, and he's on the WrestleMania card, and like I remember watching, he was on the first Circle 6 show I watched on freaking Twitch. Yeah. They were in some small bar in California, and to see him go from like 80-person rooms to the granddaddy of them all,
capacity is
in this amount of time has been awesome.
Right. I think if there was a stipulation on this match, I think LA Knight could take it. But since it is just a flat-out normal title match, I think the Werewolf takes it. Jacob Fatu. Let's move on to a match that we didn't think was going to happen because they don't care about the titles anymore. The World Tag Team Championship match between the War Raiders and the New Day.
Oh, we're doing this at Mania.
We're doing tag titles at Mania. Because let's not talk about the other set of tag titles that's been defended on PLEs for the past 6 months.
Man, I forgot that they had tag team titles outside of Netflix.
War Raiders and New Day.
For the 20th time now?
It's the first time on PLE. I'm going to take the New Day. I think they need the heel heat.
I feel like this is one of those times where I'm gonna disagree with you and say that I think the War Raiders they retain. To me, the run has been kind of forgettable, but also they've been kind of positioned to be so powerful. Yeah. And this New Day heel run, I've been very iffy on. I don't feel like they're the ones to dethrone it just yet, but could be wrong.
The world may never know.
Could be wrong.
WWE Women's Championship match. We're getting both of the Royal Rumble matches out of the way on night 1. Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. My lord, what a train wreck of a build we have been on. This is heart over mind right now. It's Tiffy time. It's Tiffy time.
I have to agree. I think that this is one of those times if Charlotte Flair wins this match, you've effectively killed the push that you've given Tiffany Stratton. And then if you believe the backstage rumor and innuendo, that promo that we got sliced off of the air because Charlotte was like, I don't think she deserves this, and goes into business for herself. Yeah. The wrestling business doesn't have a history of that kind of behavior going well. Yeah. And I kind of just, I'm really less excited for this match because of some of the extracurricular.
Yeah, very much so.
But I think Tiffany has to win this thing.
I'm less excited because if you believe dirt sheets and other things, Flair went in expecting to be face, and everyone booed her out of the building. Mm-hmm. So what I would love to see, though it is not my prediction, I would love to see Charlotte Flair win this title and get booed out of an 80,000 people capacity building. And all she wants is for people to cheer her. That would make me one of the happiest people in the world, and I may actually laugh when it happens.
I will say, as someone that has been a Charlotte Flair fan, words are hard sometimes. At points in my life, I feel like she is becoming more and more the worst aspects of her dad. And if you've watched anything of Ric Flair in the last 5 years, it's hard to call yourself a fan. And it sucks that you're seeing it play out on Raw, on SmackDown. It's there. So yeah, just I feel like Tiffany needs to win this match.
Yeah. No, very much so.
We'll probably cut a lot of that out, whatever. But Tiffany
Tiffany
needs to win.
I don't pay my editor enough. I'm sure they put something right here
Yeah,
that
probably.
says that we don't. Moving on to the main event. Not Royal Rumble match number 1.
Hey,
Triple threat. The Shield triple threat. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Hold on. I forgot. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. Because
CM Punk just had to sling the middle finger to Tony Khan one more time, I guess.
I don't know.
We got the Shield triple threat that we've always wanted, but we're subbing in CM Punk.
with the build that we always wanted.
Yeah,
the
literally.
hype that we always wanted.
The
Slap in John Moxley, everything's golden.
It's literally you just swap CM Punk for John Moxley, and this is a perfect feud.
Absolutely.
But I feel like there's so much focus on where Paul Heyman's going to go, whether he's going to Roman, whether he's going to CM Punk, and I think both of those guys are coming in distracted. You know who is not coming in distracted? My pick, Seth freaking Rollins, because come on, man. Like, to give the man I know CM Punk's, this is his first main event, whatever, like, fine. This whole story, Seth Rollins has been the one that, yes, he's been a douchebag to both of them, but he's also got legitimate beef with both men, and I think, come on, give that man the win.
Yeah. We've agreed with each other too much on this one night, so I'm going to go against you. Though I will say, I will have to give myself bonus points if Paul Heyman sides with Seth Rollins. I don't know at what point that is, but I'm speaking it into the universe. If it happens, I'm at least giving myself a point.
Yeah, totally. I almost made him a golden snitch. I'm like, nah, you said this before. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, no. My pick's going to be CM Punk because Lowell Punk wins.
I mean, first main event.
Let's be real. If it seems like a middle finger to Tony Khan and John Moxley, then it probably is, which means Punk's booking this shit. Here we are. So that's night one. Let's move on to 24 hours later.
Oh, buddy.
Once again, unconfirmed match order. We're just going to run through them. We know what the main event is. It's not Royal Rumble match number 2. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. Hey, look! Another vet that can carry a rookie.
I feel like, man, Logan Paul, his record at Mania has not been great.
Yeah.
But he did get the freaking clean win over one of my favorites of all time. Sorry, you're not going to be there, Kevin. We're going to miss you. But I hate to say this. Yeah. It makes my blood boil, but I'm picking Logan Paul.
Wow.
AJ Styles, one of the greatest of all time, and I feel like he's about to take the freaking L because Logan's got so much heat right now.
This is not a big enough story for a double turn, but with the amount of hype between Karrion Kross for Las Vegas WrestleMania and for the match on Raw that Kross and AJ Styles had, I think we see AJ Styles beat the ever-loving tar out of Logan Paul.
I hope so, man. I really do.
My pick's AJ Styles.
Sometimes you
with maybe a little bit of Karrion Kross shenanigans.
There's got to be shenanigans.
It's got to be.
The build has been Karrion Kross and not Logan Paul.
Right, exactly. Match number 2, the Sin City Street Fight. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre, and I'm just going to put a pause on this and make a joke for a second. I seriously want nothing more than Goldust versus Roddy Piper. That's all I want. I just want Goldust versus Roddy Piper with the O.J. Simpson footage running in the background. I want it shot for shot. Make it happen between the two of them, please.
Get a hold of a white Bronco now.
yeah.
So that they can show up in the white Bronco, which is the funniest thing in the world to me.
I would lose it if Drew McIntyre pulls up in a white Bronco.
Oh my God.
Golden snitch. I'm calling it. Anyway, let's get back to seriousness. Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest in a street fight. Who you got, bud?
Man, something telling me Damian Priest. I just kind of feel like every time that I've been behind Drew McIntyre winning a match, full-heartedly, yes, he needs to win this. It's almost never happened.
Yeah.
And I hate that for him. But, I mean, I feel like this is,
Yeah.
I feel like it's Priest time.
I can agree, but I won't. Because of Drew McIntyre being sent through a windshield with his whole hot eye thing, I think he gets the payoff on Priest. But I will also say this. I am going in with mediocre feelings for this match. Because let's think about it for a second. There's never been a good street fight at Mania.
Well, besides,
Besides Goldust versus Roddy Piper. I am so sorry.
put some respect on
But,
it.
yes, so Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest. Intercontinental Fatal 4-Way match.
Okay. Oh, man.
Braun Breaker,
Yep.
Penta,
Yep.
Finn Balor,
Yep.
Dominic Mysterio.
Man.
I'm going to go ahead and pull it.
Let's do it.
I think we get Dirty Dom as champ.
I literally had the thought.
I think the roof is going to blow off this Las Vegas stadium
In the worst way.
in the worst way. But I only say that for one of two reasons. Screw Braun Breaker. He's like, not in the sense of like, he's going to disappear. I think because we're talking essentially NXT Braun Breaker still,
Yeah.
I think whatever happens with Gunther J, Breaker's going to take it.
I mean, let's just call it what it is. Breaker doesn't need a championship.
Not at all.
He doesn't need to be legitimized. The guy shows up and he spears people in a way that I'm not sure how their bones don't come out of their body like some shit out of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
He hits people so hard.
Yep.
And he is so believable. And I thought he murdered I Show Speed in the Rumble. He doesn't need a
Basically
championship.
did. But also, Dirty Dom takes it so that, one, we get teases of Finn Balor and Dom, but I think Dom is the perfect example or opponent for Penta.
Yeah.
And we start that running because Penta has come in so hot, but he's not hot enough yet to slap that title on.
So, I'm going to disagree with you there.
Okay.
My pick, I think if you follow the major flips that Triple H has gotten from AEW, look at the big ones. You look at Ricky Starks, Ethan Page, you look at Stephanie Vicker, he's still Ricky Starks in my heart. I don't care. I just started calling Gunther 6 months ago.
It's very true.
But you look at all these flips, gotten titles pretty quick.
Yeah.
Of course, there's your Andrades that came in, popped up, and poof.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the big ones that they have pushed this hard and put this much star power behind, they've gotten a title pretty quick. Even if it's North American or whatever, they have got. And if you look at it, Stephanie Vicker came in on fire, women's North American champion. Ethan Page came flying in straight to the NXT, but Ricky Saints came in North American champion. What is the North American Championship and the Intercontinental Championship for NXT? I could see Penta getting a similar run just looking at that because the numbers don't lie. And they spell disaster for the other three at Sacrifice or WrestleMania or whatever the hell show we're watching. I don't know. Penta wins.
There's a lot going on in our lives, guys. We don't know what's going on. A women's tag team championship match. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria.
I'm picking the slap together tag team because you see them together in pictures on Instagram and it's like, hey, they look like they could kind of be friends.
Yeah, I was going to say
y'all are hammering this team over and I don't hate it.
Yeah. I was just about to say I think Bayley Lyra take it.
Because the story around them has been fun, and I think Liv, and this is another time I'll say Liv and Raquel don't need the belts.
No.
They will continue to be just as hated.
Yes.
And they will continue to be just as meaningful.
Yep.
But I think you're christening this team.
Yeah. I think just a little bit of a babyface push at the beginning of the night or the middle of the night also helps kind of get it because we'll talk about predictions for a main event in just a second.
Oh, buddy.
Women's World Championship match. Io Sky. Let's be real. Io Shirai.
Io Shirai, man.
Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair. I will preface with this. Obviously, with our opinions, there is a bad option. But looking at it, there is not a bad option here.
Right.
There's truly, talent-wise, not a bad option here. Character and story-wise, of course.
There's
But-
definitely an option that I would personally not want to see, but I know that there's enough people that would want to see it
Yeah.
that it's not a bad move.
Yeah.
But
I will say this, and it's nothing to discount Io Sky. If the title changes hands, there will be a huge pop. If there is a retention of the title, I don't think there will be as big of a pop.
right.
So, anyway, who you got, bud?
Man, this is one of those times of picking all heart, no brain, but you know what? Some brain. Rhea Ripley, man, come on, dude. One of the biggest stars you have in the company. How many times can she win a title on a major pay-per-view to a massive pop? I'd like to add one more.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, come on. We all saw the C4 ad.
Yeah.
You know you saw the C4 ad. She's over, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
And that's
We've-
all respect to, you know.
We've disagreed on a lot.
Yeah.
On a lot. But what happens happens. And it's Rhea. I mean, I can't even play it off. Rhea's going to take it, and the only reason why I say that is because they have done a huge job at pushing Bianca never being pinned at Mania. They pushed that way too hard in her little promo package this past Monday on Raw. And so I sincerely think either one, she taps out, or two, that's why it's a triple threat, so that she can dip and Rhea can pin Io.
Yeah. I don't disagree.
It's going to be fun.
So what do we have left? The main event?
Yeah, the Royal Rumble match number 2.
So I'm gonna
that's
toss
right.
in-
He didn't win it.
We'll toss in. This has been.
Oh, yeah.
This has been the internet rumor, darling. We've not had this announced. Whatever night this happens on, or doesn't happen on.
Yeah.
Randy Orton open challenge. I don't care who wins it. Who do you have coming out to challenge Randy Orton if this is actually happening?
I'm glad you asked me first. It's none other than Nick Aldis. It's none other than Nick Aldis. I'm saying it now.
I'm not mad about it. I'm gonna take a pick from the heart. Also, I'm saying Aleister Black comes back.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Through the power of magical editing, all of this, it hasn't been an hour later,
It hasn't, but it felt like an hour.
but it felt like an hour.
So yeah, Aleister Black, because I saw I didn't even think about it until I saw one of these TikTok memes. And it's Charles Robinson just booking down the ramp with the Root of All Evil playing, and I'm just like,
yeah.
it's me running back from grabbing a beer when I hear this banger come on. I'm like, it's exactly what would happen, because it'd be my luck. I'd walk out to grab a beer and I would hear that music, and I would just if it means bowling down half my friend group to get to the television. I am an unabashed Aleister Black fan, and
Sorry,
I'm
last
hoping
match standing.
we love you guys, but
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we get Aleister Black back, because Malachi was great for a little bit,
Yeah.
and then he just kind of disappeared. And if he's going back like they think he is, give it a run, go full out. So yeah, I guess that just leaves one.
Ladies and gentlemen, not Royal Rumble match number 2, night 2 main event. John Cena, Cody Rhodes, WWE Undisputed Championship. I don't know why we call it Undisputed, because as soon as we call it
that's another
Undisputed,
WWE
we
Championship.
add another one.
The
Buddy, who
reigning-
you taking?
I'm gonna take the pick that's probably gonna be everybody's pick for this one, but 17 times, 17-time champion. Let him break Flair's record. I used to think no, it didn't need to happen. It needs to happen. This is a new era in wrestling, and if anybody's gonna do it, let it be John Cena. For as many times as I've been in the Cena sucks portion of the Let's Go Cena sucks chant, this is the most entertaining he has been to me in a long time. And I think this thing that he is doing really is this is what you guys think I am? Got it. It was that I don't bury talent, I bury mediocrity, because I am talent. It's come on, man. Plus, Cody's a better chase than champion anyway. 17. Never thought I'd say it. Here we are.
What all have we disagreed on? There's
Not enough.
1, there's 2, there's 3, maybe 4 or 5. There's enough points difference. Ladies and gentlemen, John Cena's being a 17-time WWE champion. And if it's up to me, he walks out and retires as WWE champion.
I think it'd be so full circle with CM Punk walking out with the belt against John Cena, and then John Cena takes that title, and Money in the Bank maybe wins that match, throws it over his shoulder, hops a barricade, and takes off. Just think about it. What would be more heel than ending the retirement run early on a shock?
Or does The Rock take it off of him? One last Cena babyface right at the end. The Rock takes it off of him, and Cody goes and takes it off of him at Mania 42.
Look, man, it's night 2 of WrestleMania. I think the chances of John Cena's music playing and the mixed reaction of the crowd is definitely cut off by The Rock showing up to do something. Yeah. Who knows, because they stopped talking about him the second the Elimination Chamber was over.
Yeah.
They never said his name again in this build, but I don't know, man. He's still part of the board.
It's very true. Very true. Guys, I don't know what it's going to be. It's WrestleMania 41. WrestleMania 40 was 3 times as big as this one. This could be 4 times as big as the previous. You know, who knows what could happen.
We hadn't had a bad Mania in a few years. It could be a bad
In
one. It could be the greatest.
a few years. Maybe that's the reason why we started with worst Manias ever.
It could be the greatest or the
Maybe
worst.
you should check out those videos. Hot Take Hangouts, Mount Rushmores. We have all kinds of content. If you like what you saw, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I've been the Storyteller Alex Braddock. Joining me as always.
Just a camera guy, Dylan
And
Gilbert.
whether it's been a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, or good night, Mania's going to be a thing.
It certainly will exist.
Cool. Great. Awesome.